Hello guys, we are starting today's live stream and we should be live right about now. Let's see here. Just making sure everything's set up and good to go. So I'm a bit sick, so if you have trouble hearing me, I'm really sorry. My voice is not clear. I've just been dealing with a cold, so I have I have some apple cranberry tea. So I've been enjoying that. A cute cup. Hey guys, Chris Walter says hey. I don't know if it's going to be very busy in this live stream because it is New Year's, but we shall see. So I'm just going to wait for everyone to start to arrive. I didn't do a live stream last week because it was Christmas Eve. But it is New Year's Eve, guys, and I hope you guys are all ready for 2018. I am very excited for it. Should be some exciting things happening, so that'll be fun. Cold Dip goes Wami says hi there. I'm a bit sick, so I just I almost wasn't gonna do a live stream today, but last night before I let you guys know that I was gonna do, or last night when I let you guys know that I was gonna do a live stream, I was starting to feel better, so I thought, hey, why not? So, but I've just been sick, so. But hey, how are you? I'm doing really good. Just not been really feeling that good. But I had a really good Christmas with my family, so that was really nice. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. How about you? It's 12:03 a.m. here. Cold Dip goes Wami says. Oh wow. Yeah, here it's 10:36. So 10:36 in the morning, actually. Yeah, I did some shopping last night with my mother, and we went to Chipotle afterwards. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it or been there. It's like this Mexican. It's kind of, I mean, it's not like Mexican. I mean, it is, but it's not authentic Mexican. It's more like fast food type of Mexican. It's a chain in the USA, but it was really good. And then afterwards we went to Costco, and I got one of those really good frozen yogurts, and I got the berry kind with the vanilla frozen yogurt. So that was really fun. Happy New Year, Niaz Khan says. Thank you. I hope you have a nice New Year too. Cold Dip Goes Wami says, get well soon. Thank you. Yeah, it's towards the end, but it's like, but it was bad this week, but I'm fine now. It's starting to get better. So happy New Year to you. Thank you. I hope you have a great New Year too. So does anyone have any exciting plans? I have some exciting plans coming up. I mean, I'm not going to share them now, but just like I guess in like my personal life, we have some exciting plans coming up, so I'm really excited for that. But yeah. And I'm going to be starting massage therapy school in a few weeks, so I'm really excited for that. Laura Crispy says, I'm at the movies to see Shape of Water. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Actually, I saw Star Wars a few weeks ago. It was fine, but I actually prefer the Attack of the Clones and the Return of the Jedi more, honestly. But it was still pretty good. So. I am looking for a job. I think I will get it this month. Government job happy. Oh, that is really good. Government jobs are always really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah. When I was in the military, that was always a really good job to have. Hello, can you turn up the sound a bit? I have it on high, so if you can't hear me that well, then that's on your end. So, um, Cold Dip goes on me says, "How was your holidays?" My holidays, they were really nice. We watched the movie "It's a Wonderful Life" on Christmas Eve. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that or not. It's a really fun holiday movie. So we watched that, and we actually we had a really fun dinner as well. We just had a bunch of appetizers. And then the next morning, we woke up and we opened gifts and we had coffee and we had pastries with it. And then we had a really nice Christmas dinner. And it was so cool too because it actually started snowing on Christmas Eve. And then it was snowing the entire day on Christmas Day. So that was really fun. So yeah, that was probably the first white Christmas I've had in like 10 or 12 years. So that was awesome. Yeah, payment and perks are good. Yeah, for sure. Government jobs are honestly always the best regarding pay and benefits. They have some really good stuff. So yeah, it was nice because on Christmas Day we took a walk in the snow, and on Christmas Eve night I was going food shopping with my mom, and we we got some really good food for Christmas night and Christmas Eve dinner, and then yeah, we walked outside from the grocery store and everything was just covered in snow. It was awesome. Jan Fokersma says New Year's Eve. How much do you miss the fireworks and Oliebollen? And we miss you here, Hill Air. Thank you. Actually, when I left Holland, they were just getting the Oliebollen crumbs out in Horn. So that was very fun. But I'm actually going to be trying to make Oliebollen here homemade because growing up, that's what my family always did. They would always make homemade Oliebollen. But yeah, I know that New Year's in the Netherlands is always awesome. Stuttering Nil says, "Hi Minka, do you watch Bollywood movies? I actually haven't seen any. I would like to watch them sometime though." Chris B says, or Laura Chris B says, "Do you have any tips for working customer service with a stutter? And what do you think about using hesitation as a coping method?" Okay, so first, yes, when I was in the military, I worked in customer service actually the entire time. So I guess some of the tips I have is, um, let's see, I'm trying to think back here, but when I worked customer service, I would just really, because I mean, there were times where I stuttered really badly. I would try to just be as confident as I possibly could, and it is very hard in customer service. I didn't really use any tips, honestly. I just stuttered right through words, and I would be depressed a lot after my job, like after work, because of that. But I just didn't really have any way of trying to cope with it at the time. But like as I do now, but I would just try to relax as much as I possibly could and just try and be as confident as I could. Like that was one thing, is like when I would try and be as confident as I could, then that would sometimes help me, you know, to just feel better about myself, and I would stutter less then. So that's probably the biggest tip I would have, would just to try and be just like just try and be confident, you know, just as much as you can, even though it's really hard. And trying not to think about your stuttering can help too, but that's very hard to do, especially when you work in customer service. I understand. um, using hesitation as a coping method. I actually haven't really heard of that, I don't believe. I think I know what you mean though, but I mean, if it works for you, then do it. But I personally have never used hesitation as a coping method, so I honestly couldn't really say. Cold Dip Goes Wami says, I'm eagerly waiting for Avengers Infinity Wars coming on April 2018. Oh yeah, yeah. That should be good actually. Yep. Bye. Have a nice day, night, whatever. It's I'm guessing, yeah, 12:10 here. LOL. Okay, have a good night. Excuse me. Dr. Ha says, greeting Minka, hope you're doing well. When I doubt, which I doubt because you seem sick, are you? Yeah, I am actually sick today, so if I'm coughing and blowing my nose and sneezing, excuse me. But yeah, so I'm not really feeling that great, but it's fine. Mm, I have tea. I'm actually going to be making or my mom's gonna be making gingerbread men today. It's like right now we're actually living my husband and I were living with my family, and then we're gonna be buying a house sometime this year. So I'm really excited for that, and then I can do a house tour and all that stuff. Stuttering Nil says, would you like to give your opinion on meditation practice and stuttering? Do you do any kind of meditation for stuttering? I actually, well, first of all, I do a lot of yoga. I love yoga so much. And I actually do meditate sometimes as well. And I'm actually trying to do it more because I don't feel like I do it enough. But I would say definitely that I would say that meditating can definitely help you relax, you know. I don't know 100% if it actually could like 100% stop your stuttering or not, but I know for myself that it definitely could definitely help you to relax your stuttering for sure. So, yeah. And everyone's stuttering is different too. So what could help one person may not help one may not help on another person. So do you do any kind of meditation for stuttering? I just find that like for myself, like because that's one thing when I do yoga is it really helps me breathe correctly and everything, and that makes a huge difference for me when I just feel like I need to relax and just not worry so much and stress out, and it does help me relax. So in turn, I do actually stutter less. But I wouldn't say it's a massive difference, though. Like, I wouldn't say meditating is a huge difference. It makes a huge difference with stuttering. Like, to me, honestly, I think that anything that is relaxing to you or that makes you feel good or whatever, I think that can help you, help with your stuttering a bit, no matter what it is. If as long as it makes you feel good, makes you happy, as long as you're in your happy place, I guess you could say, then I think that that's great, honestly. That can make a difference. Cold Dip goes Wami says, Anulam Vilam is really good for stuttering. It's like pranayama as part of yoga. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look that up because I just love yoga so much. It's a huge passion of mine. I love yoga to death. So yeah. Yeah, I think honestly, any type of hobby that you can do, or you know, if you just like tune in to your passions and just, you know, do things that you like that really make you feel good, that can just make such a huge difference with just, you know, self-esteem and confidence and, you know, those types of things. I think it can make a huge difference. Mark Stewart says, "Hi Minka, hope you and your pets are keeping well. Have a great new year, and I wish you the best for 2018. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you. I hope you have a great new year as well. Actually, I have my bird right here, and I have my cat back there sleeping. I'm sure you can see her back there. She's asleep. So, hold my bird. Come here. So this is my bird, Buttercup. And when I was in the military, my parents would my parents were taking care of her. But now that we have moved back to my home state, now I'm going to be taking her back when we buy a house. So here she is. Mike Prieto says, "Hey Minka, hope you have a good New Year's. Love your videos." Thank you so much, Mike. I hope you have a great New Year too. It's gonna be awesome. Hopefully. No. Yeah, so it should be a good year for sure. Horsepower says, "Hi Minka, wish you a happy new year." Thank you. Buttercup says, "Thank you as well." Does your cat ever attack your bird? Honestly, I think she would attack the bird if I left them alone together, but with me here, she does not attack the bird, no. First of all, Happy New Year, my dear friend. I hope this year will be filled with love, laughter, brightness, and hope to you and to everyone watching this video. Yes, I know. I'm really excited for this coming year, guys. You know, it'll be a big year, I think. Keep inspiring us in 2018. Also, I will. I love making videos, and I love making videos to inspire you. So, honestly. Abu Bakar Walan says, "Hi Minka, how are you? I'm doing really good. How are you doing?" Excuse me. And it's funny, by the way, because this room I'm in, this is actually my sister's room. My husband and I are sleeping on the floor in the kitchen downstairs. So, because we're just staying with my family temporarily until we buy a house, which we're going to be doing soon. So this is actually not my room that I'm in. It's 12:20 in India. New Year begins here. Oh my gosh, awesome! Happy New Year to you. It's New Year's Eve here, so not New Year's Day yet. So, and let's see, my brother has a snake too, so I thought it would be fun to get him on here sometime. Natari Bailey says, "Hello, you are so beautiful and inspirational to Stutterers." Thank you so much. I really tried to be inspiring, you know, so, because I didn't have that growing up, you know, so I didn't have anyone to inspire me in regards to stuttering. I didn't really know anyone until I got older. I didn't know anyone who did stutter, and I've never been close to anyone who did stutter as well, so it was always a challenge. So Betsy is right over here, back there. Whoops. She's back over there. She's sleeping. Betsy. Betsy. Yeah, she's asleep, so I'm not gonna wake her up right now, but she's a couch potato. Excuse me. Take some cough syrup. Yeah, I honestly probably should take some cough syrup. I used to take cough drops when I would cough, but the funny thing is I actually don't really get sick that often. So for me being sick right now, it's kind of an abnormal thing. So especially colds. Like usually when I get sick, I would get like a flu or like a really big thing, I guess, like a more, you know, like bigger thing. But yeah, I just have a really bad cold right now. So, did your bird and Betsy fought anytime or fight anytime? If I left them together, they probably would, but I'm not gonna take that chance. But I guarantee you that if I did leave them together, they probably would fight, to be honest. And I'm sure Betsy would win. Sorry, Buttercup. So does anyone have any big plans for 2018? Sue Darshan says, Happy New Year, just joined you. Awesome. Happy New Year to you too. Azat Hickle says, hello, hi. Stuttering Nil says, how many members are in your family? So, okay, so I have my mom, my dad, my brother, and my sister, and they're both younger than me. And then I am also married as well. But my husband and I are staying temporarily with my family because we're saving up to buy a house, which we'll be buying a house sometime this year. So yeah, that's what we're doing. But if it's not for my family, it's just my husband and I. Do you have a dog? My parents have a dog, so I personally don't have a dog. I just have this bird and then my cat Betsy back there. But you haven't seen my bird in my other videos because she was living in a different state than me because my parents were taking care of her when I was in the military. But we're going to be getting dogs when my husband and I buy a house. So cats sleep a lot. Yeah, cats really do sleep a lot. Hi Minka, how are you doing today? Happy New Year 2018. Yay! Happy New Year to you too. That's right. So tell us, Minka, was 2017 a good year for you or not? It was fine. There were some good things that happened and some not so good things that happened. But I mean, all in all, I wouldn't say it was horrible. But I'm definitely looking forward to 2018. I think it'll be a better year. So, I mean, I don't know, 2017 wasn't my favorite year, I don't think, but it was a pretty good year all the same. My plans for 2018 is to gain weight, be fit, and work on mumbling problem. Oh, okay. Nice. Do you make any New Year's resolutions? Honestly, not really. I used to, kind of, but I mean, it wasn't really something that I was like really serious about, and not really. Like I'll just like think certain things in my head, like things I want to improve on this year, and yeah. So, but I won't um like seriously like write them down and stuff. So I kind of make plans throughout the I have goals for myself throughout the year. Like I have goals like I want to learn, like French by the end of the year, like that. So like I like doing those types of things, but I am gonna think of some New Year's resolutions though, because I haven't really thought about any honestly. But yeah. So I'm not like really super serious about New Year's resolutions. You have the same bread frame as me. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is actually my sister's bed. So, but that teddy bear is actually mine over there. Your bird is blushing. Oh yeah, she has like the red spots. She's an albino cockatiel. So she's a really cute bird. I love her. She likes to give kisses too. My plans are for my future are so many, but I'm afraid how to deal with them. Yeah. Yeah. It can thinking about the new year coming, it can definitely be very overwhelming as well. Because it's a whole other year starting, and just so many things are going to be happening, you know. But like I just really try and stay positive. I just really try to stay positive about the new year, because you know anything can happen. So, what kind of bird is it? What species? She is an albino cockatiel, and this is not really the best lighting to see her, but she's actually like she's white. She's like whitish yellow. So she has yellow and white. My wife is a speech language pathologist and just finished a study on stuttering. Oh, that is awesome. That is really, really cool. Oh, wow. Are you still in college? Yes, yes. I was actually going to school to get my bachelor's degree, which I will still be doing in the future. But I actually stopped that because I'm going to be going to massage therapy school, because I really want to be a massage therapist for a career. So I'm going to be doing that actually. So yes, I am still in college. Are you studying or doing any job? I am studying right now. So I'm going to be going to massage therapy school full time. The effects of cinema therapy on stuttering. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly not really sure what that is actually. Cinema therapy. So, in what subject are you doing bachelor's? I'm getting my bachelor's in history, actually, world history, and then I am minoring in religious studies. But the cool thing is I'm going to be starting massage therapy school in a few weeks, and then I'll be able to practice massage therapy at the end of in about 8 months from now. I'll take a big test, and then the state that I'm in will send me a license to legally practice massage therapy in the state I'm in. So I'm really excited. My cousin told me today to be fluent in speaking, and we need to drink sugary water in morning before breakfast. Is it true? Do you know about it? Honestly, I don't really think that is true, no. Because I don't think that's a true thing, honestly. No. I don't know anything about it, though, but I just don't think that would be something that would seem right. What is your college name? It is Arizona State University. But I'm currently not going there right now, though, because I'm going to massage therapy school. So Eddie Prank says hi. Hello. Pretty. So yeah, we had some snow here though, which is really nice. I love snow a lot. Um, so yeah, I'm sure I mention in every live stream that I love snow. Honestly, I feel like I do every time I go live. But yeah, as for 2018, I'm just planning to buy a house, and then from there, I'm not really sure, honestly. Well, no, so in 2018, I'm going to be buying a house and going to massage therapy school to become a massage therapist. So those are the two biggest things that I'm going to be doing. So I'm really looking forward to it. And then I might have some more news as well that I'll be sharing. So stay tuned for that. It is good that you can pause your college and resume later. In my country, we have to finish it because we can't pause it. Okay. Yeah, I am glad with the university I am going to that I can pause it, honestly. Yeah. What state do you live in? I live in Washington State. We have a lot of snow here. Oh, okay. Where do you live? Where I am living in Washington State, we get some snow, but we don't get a lot of snow. But I really want to move to a place where there is a lot of snow. Although I also do like sun as well, you know, like I like springtime and summer and everything. But I really want to get chickens and have eggs, you know, and then I want to grow my own vegetables and grow my own potatoes. So like I want to be able to grow my own food and stuff. Um, do you think it's possible to fully cure a stutter? Um, everyone who stutters differently, so I can't speak for everyone, but I mean, I don't see for myself that happening, so I honestly can't say. I think it depends on the person, but I think for most individuals who stutter, I probably would have to say no, honestly, as of right now at least, because you know who knows in the future if they could come out with something that actually does help cure stuttering. So do you live in capital? No, I live in Washington State. It's actually near Canada. So I live about 2 hours south of the Canadian border. I live in Virginia. Oh, nice. I just moved. I lived in Virginia for 4.5 years when I was in the Marine Corps. I was stationed at Quantico. Are you still making cookies? I saw on Instagram they look delicious. Yeah. Actually, I haven't really baked as much since I have moved from the Netherlands. But because what would happen is like when I was baking all of that, I'd have to freeze it all because it was just me and my husband, and he doesn't really like baked goods that much. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to bake less because otherwise I'll just be the one eating everything, and I don't really want to eat baked goods all the time. But yes, I love to bake a lot, so. But I actually made some banana bread earlier this week. It was so good. 600 kilometers north of Saskatoon. Oh, cool. I actually have some family. I think they're in Saskatoon or Alberta, I believe. I'm not really sure where over there, but I actually have a great aunt there, and I have some cousins actually that live there. Minka, how did you and your husband meet? Just curious because I always believe that stutters never get the chance to date someone. Oh no. Um, yeah, please don't think like just because you stutter, you can date someone. You know. I mean, sometimes it can be hard though, because there are some people out there that are, you know, not very nice, and they can be particular with that and everything. But no, I met my husband. I was in the Marine Corps, and I was standing on duty for 24 hours, and then he lived in the same barracks as me, so he lived in the same building as me, and then we started talking, and then we actually we started talking, and then I was dating someone else at the time though, so I wasn't really sure if I wanted to, you know, like break up with the guy I was with and date him. So I just waited a month, and then I had 24-hour duty again, and then he came and talked to me again, and I still wasn't really sure if I wanted to date him or not. So then the next day, when I was getting off of duty, we talked again, and then he asked me out. This is like the third time he asked me out. So he asked me out 3 times, and I turned him down the first two times, and then this last time I finally said yes, and then we started to date from there, and that was just how we started to date. So yeah. How can I improve my self confidence and self esteem? There are some self esteem wreckers as my friends. if you have friends that are wrecking your self-esteem, then I honestly would not be friends with them, because I had the same thing. I had some friends too that were not that that did definitely lower my self-esteem when I was younger, you know, when I was a preteen and a teenager, and not being friends with them really did a good thing for me, because it caused me a lot of stress being friends with them, honestly. So I would just try and not hang around with anyone that lowers your self-esteem. And if it happens to be family or anything, then just minimize spending time with them as much as you possibly can. That would be my biggest advice. You know, things that have helped me. And also, working out has also raised my self-esteem. Like when I would work out and doing things I love, like physical activity, like yoga I love, that actually raises my self-esteem. Doing hobbies I love, those types of things also help me raise my self-esteem. I love to bake, so just kind of just practicing self-care honestly has made a world of difference for me when it comes to self-esteem. But it's always something that I'm trying to work at, though. Cute bird, did you have a lot of snow this festive season? The UK did. Actually, usually in Washington State, it kind of tends to start more in the end of December, so it's kind of just started for us. But I was looking on Instagram and I saw that the UK that they did get lots of snow, so that is awesome. But we got some snow on November 3rd, and then on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day it snowed, so that was awesome. Like it snowed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so I thought that was really fun. So I mean, we had about on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day we had about 4 inches of snow, so I guess it was a fair amount of snow. Are you a citizen of the USA or Netherlands? I am actually a citizen of both. So I have dual citizenship. What kind of camera do you use? So right now, actually, I'm using the webcam on my MacBook. And then when I film my videos, I'm using my iPhone 7. Hi to my favorite YouTuber. Hi, thank you. I'm glad you like my videos. It always makes me happy. I feel like there hasn't been enough research on curing for stuttering. Um, yeah, I mean, I definitely hope there is more research going on about it, because there was one thing that did come out. I think it was like 9 months ago. I actually made a video on it, and it was a newer study regarding stuttering that that I'm trying to think what it was again. But it was saying something like if you have like low blood pressure, then like usually those who stutter, they tend to have lower blood pressure because there's less blood flow going to your brain, which I don't know if that's necessarily true for everyone who stutters, but actually for me that's 100% true, because I have really low blood pressure, like really low, like I can faint really easily and all that stuff. I want to be self-confident while talking to someone, but all of my confidence reduces too low when I start talking. Please suggest me tips to be confident while talking. So honestly, I understand exactly what you mean, because when I'm starting to talk to someone, and I actually just made a video on this, on, you know, like when I'll be fluent all of a sudden, and then when I'll be talking to someone, I'll be like, yeah, like I'll be really fluent, and then all of a sudden I will start stuttering, and then everything will go downhill from there, and my voice will just block on every word, and then I'll just really start stuttering really badly. So what I would honestly say though is some tips that help me are to I guess like try to like do something that gives you good energy. Like again, like for me, working out or doing yoga, any type of physical activity that makes me feel good and that I love, actually does help me. It helps me to get my blood flowing and I feel more confidently. But once I'm in that block, though, it's very hard for me to be confident. Like I'll be fluent and then I'll start stuttering really badly, and then from then on, I have a lot of trouble trying to be confident while speaking. So I'm still trying to work on that, honestly. But yeah, just some tips. Just like, you know, do some physical activity to get your blood flowing, and just, you know, try to do anything that whatever makes you feel confident, do that honestly. And just try to relax. Also, you know, try not to think of the other person as someone higher than you. Like for me, that was one thing I always did, was I would always try to, or like when I talk to someone and I block with them, I always tend to think that like I'm putting them on a pedestal, you know, and I really cannot think that. I really try not to, because that's when I start stuttering, and I start thinking like that they're better than me because they don't stutter and stuff. What kind of movies do you like? I like all kinds. I'm not a huge I'm not a huge fan of like sci-fi movies that much, but I'd have to say I like historical fiction a lot, and the Lord of the Rings trilogy are my favorite movies of all time. Even though it is fantasy, those are my favorite movies of all time. But I honestly like all kinds of movies. LOL, I tried marijuana to help my stutter, but I just stuttered slower and got hungry only once though. That's very funny. Would you refuse to have kids just because you're worried or afraid that they might have the same speech impediment as you? No, actually, honestly, it would encourage me to have kids, to be honest. I mean, I have thought about not having kids because of that, but I would never do that because I would rather have kids and have me be their parent, because I understand stuttering. So I would rather actually have a kid who does stutter and have me be their parent, because I will understand what they are going through, and I can help them. So now I can honestly say no, that does not stop me from wanting to have kids. Do you read novels? Yes, I actually do. I love to read a lot, and I'm trying to read more because I'm always on my laptop. I'm always making videos for my YouTube channel, but I'm trying to read more, honestly, because I don't read as much as I used to, and I'm really trying to read more because I love reading. So this is a book that I'm reading right now, right here, and it's about King Henry VIII and his wives. So it's a really good novel. It's a historical fiction novel, so I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the Tudor show, but that's a really good series. Have you ever been through depression? If yes, what are the symptoms and how did you overcome it? Yeah, I've definitely been very depressed. So, especially when I was in the military and I was stuttering a lot. Some of the symptoms I had was I would kind of take it on my body, I guess, like on myself, you know. So I kind of developed like eating disorders and issues and stuff. But yeah, I would have to say that, yeah, just I would just kind of like cry and just like be depressed about my stuttering, because when I would be depressed, it was usually linked directly to my stuttering. So and how I overcame it was I try not to think of my stuttering necessarily as like a bad thing, or I try to think about it positively. That's honestly what I try to do. So it can be very hard, but sometimes I still do get depressed about my stuttering. But as I've gotten older and I look at the things that I've accomplished, you know, that also tends to help me too, to be more confident about my stuttering. So just like looking at past accomplishments, and I try to make my life as least stressful as possible. So I know with depression that makes a huge difference as well. Personally, I speak well sometimes without stuttering, but when stuttering pops into my mind, I start to stutter. Yeah, it's the exact same. If I'm talking to someone fluently and then all of a sudden I start to think about stuttering, all of a sudden I'll just block on like every word, and it's all downhill from there. I'll just be stuttering really bad. Do you stutter when you sing? No, I don't stutter when I sing. So I'm going to be on here, guys, for about 10 more minutes. So you guys have any other questions or anything you would like to ask or anything you would like to talk about? But I mean, I will say, like, with depression, that can be a very serious thing, you know? Just trying to, like, you know, de-stress your life as much as possible, and, you know, trying to release toxic people from your life, or at least reduce spending time with people who are toxic. That is something that can help significantly as well. How did your husband feel about your stuttering when you all first met? Honestly, he actually did not even care. So I actually had asked him about it. I was like, oh yeah, like, did you know that I did stutter when we met? And then he was like, yeah. He and then he was like, yeah, like, he said when I met you, I just thought, oh, she stutters, cool. Like, he honestly didn't care. So that was what he said about that. Do you love cats? Yes, I love cats. I'm living with 3 cats right now. I love cats so much. In most of your live sessions, your cat is asleep most of the time. Yeah, I know she is. She's asleep a lot. Yeah, she's one of those cats that sleeps on the bed all day long. Although when me and my husband had our apartment, she was always with us and she was always spending time with us. But now there's a cat in the house that's not very nice to her, and it really tends to scare her. So, see ya, Minka. Have to go to work. Pleasure chatting with you. Bye. Have a good time at work. You are right. My depression does increase my stuttering. Yeah, and I definitely say that my stuttering did make my you know, depression worse, because I was never really, like, depressed. I never really got depressed. So, and then when I started becoming more aware of my stuttering, that made it worse, honestly. So how can we remove stuttering from our mind to be fluent in speaking? Now, that's a good question, because, oh, oops, I'm sorry. I'll get to your question in just 1 second. I missed someone. Do you think stutterers should face their biggest fear, which is talking publicly? I think it can help, but honestly, no. I would never force anyone who stutters to speak in front of a crowd or whatever to face their fear. I do think it is good to face fears and to do, like, challenging things, but I would not do something as drastic as that, you know, to face your biggest fear. I have spoken in front of groups before, but it's just, I just wouldn't force that on someone. Okay, so how can we remove stuttering from our mind to be fluent in speaking? Honestly, that's a very good question. I think that can be very difficult. You know, I just think for me, it just takes practice of just trying not to think like I'm so different from everyone else. You know, like, the second I start thinking I'm different from everyone else, then that's when I start thinking about my stuttering all the time, honestly. So, but yeah, that's a good question, honestly. Let's see, what kind, let's see, 1 second. What kind of bird is that, and do they make good pets? Yes, this is a cockatiel, and she's a really good pet. She's a really good pet. Yeah, she's really sweet. They live about 10 to 20 years. They're very nice animals. Do you play with a cat? Yes, I play with my cat a lot. I am under depression from the last 2 years. Yeah. Depression, you know, it's something that can be very hard to deal with, you know. I mean, again, everyone's different, and I'm not a psychologist, so I can't really, you know, tell you, like, what's best for you. But it's a tough, it's very tough. Did it take a while for that bird to trust you? Do you keep it in a cage? No, actually, I've had her for 10 years, since I was about 15 years old. So I've had her for a long time, and she does trust me. It's actually cute when she would fly from her cage to the ground. She would try to like walk over to me wherever I was in the house. So she would always try to follow me around. And since I've been away in the military, I don't know if she I don't know if she knows that it's me or not, but yeah, she's my girl. So, what was your dream job in childhood? I actually really wanted to be an OBGYN, which I still think it would be a fun job to do, but it would be a lot of work though. Oh yeah, and I also keep the bird in a cage, yes. So she's not loose because we have cats. I'm asking because I was chosen as a good representative for a challenge. Basically, each representative has to come on stage and read and answer a single question. Do you think I should do that? If you're comfortable doing it, then go for it, and if you're not, then don't. So that's what I would say to that. Does it poop everywhere, and how much does it cost to feed? I need a pet. She does poop a lot, but it's very easy to clean, and I have no issue cleaning pet poop. So I honestly don't really care about that. I'd say a bag of food for her in the USA is like 15 US dollars, and I buy a bag of food for her like once a month. So it's very cheap upkeep. So they're very sweet. They're very sweet pets, though. You know, I mean, I'm a huge animal lover, so I'm really big on that. You are such an inspiration. Much love. Thank you, Angel. Do you practice conscious breathing technique where you observe your breath most of the time? Sometimes I actually do, and being someone who does yoga a lot, I am very in tune with my body. I'm very in tune with my breath. So I will tend to be very conscious about like how I breathe and stuff, and I will observe my breath a lot. So that is something that I definitely will do. Do you go to the gym? I go to the gym once in a while, but most of my working out I actually do at home, and I basically just look up other YouTube videos. I follow workout channels, and I follow yoga channels. So all of my working out I do at home, actually. I'm worried if I get one, it'll just hate me and fly around the house. um, I mean, I guess it depends on the bird's personality and whatnot, but this is a really sweet one. She loves being held. These are great birds. They're really sweet birds. Um, they do bond with humans well. I did have a lovebird that wasn't really so nice to humans. So if you wanted a bird, yeah, and I also had I've had a parakeet, and that one wasn't also so nice with humans. So if you want one that will be like your friend, this is the type of bird that I would definitely recommend. So my bird's name is Buttercup. Buttercup. Yep. So she's really nice. Okay, guys. Well, I am going to say goodbye now. I hope you guys all have a really good New Year's Day, and to those of you who it already is New Year's Day, thank you so much for being here on the turn of the year, chatting with me. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys all have a really good New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Bye, guys.